Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. What an absolutely gorgeous day we're having. It's a little windy. Wanted to do my video outside today though. I just want to talk about the post from this morning. I want to talk about how somewhere in life, early in life, we learn that we're not supposed to make errors. People call them mistakes. I call them errors because a mistake means you know better, so you do it. But also all the people that put pressure on themselves for perfectionism, everything has to be perfect. It can become better and better as we do something again and again, regardless of what that is. So each time you try something, you learn something new. Each time you do it, look, we wouldn't have airplanes in the sky if they gave up after the first try. And there were many, many tries, believe me. And that's just one example of someone that has to practice something for it to become more proficient. There are some people that are just naturally gifted at certain things. And it seems like, they got here at infancy and they were able to, play an instrument or do something. But the majority of people, if you want to do something and you are going to compare yourself to someone that's better than you or, be proud because you're better than someone else, it sometimes just takes practice. And sometimes it means starting over in all different forms of life, whether that's a craft you enjoy doing, or it's, a relationship you're building, or it's a job that you have wanted to do and you started doing, but you didn't feel that you were, as good as someone else. It takes time, it takes practice, it takes, those learning times, it takes, errors. We learn from those things. That's how we remember, oh yeah, we last time I did this. I did a Reset Your Brain, reprogram and retrain this weekend. And one of the things we discussed was the fact that the brain, for some reason, they say, it's obvious to me, but for some reason, retains negative circumstances, situations 10 times more than it does positive. It's because we learn, and also there's a safety mechanism in the brain, which they have said, that keeps us from doing something. And like say your hand, you got burnt on a stove or on something that was hot. And the next time you're remembering it so that you don't repeat that. That's a safety mechanism of the brain. But that same safety mechanism creates fear in us to try something over again. That is not a bad thing to do. You're not burning yourself, you're learning. And so it can hold us back. And that's why retraining your brain and pushing beyond certain things is necessary, because your capabilities increase, whether that's playing a sport, whether you're golfing or playing baseball or basketball or whatever you're doing. How do you think you learned to ride a bike? You were first on a tricycle and then you had training wheels, you took them off and you fell and you got back up. And it's the same thing with life. It's the same thing with anything that you've tried, whether that's relationship, whether it's to an event or a thing or a situation. So don't ever give up on a dream. Don't ever give up on a desire. Don't ever give up on yourself is what I'm saying. And don't let that part of, that I was going to say that part of your brain it's been ingrained that, you should just try something else. You're obviously not good at this. Who is to say you're not? Maybe it's going to take you 5 tries when it took someone else only 2. Maybe it'll take you 50 tries when it took someone else only 3. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. The only way you're not going to be successful is if you just stop and you don't do anything. That's the only time we don't succeed in something. So God is always going to be on our side no matter what. He's always going to be there in our corner. He's not going to beat you up for the things that you've done while you're learning. And I know that it's true that we can become more than we ever imagined if we just take that step in believing in ourselves. If it's not harmful to you and it's not going to harm anyone else, and it's something that you really want to do, then do it. Again, some of the things that are conditioned and we're conditioned with early in life, and our brain has been trained to believe, are simply just not true. So move beyond it, open up your heart, your mind, tap into your spirit, to do the things that you know you're meant to do. And the things that you keep having an urge to do, that desire, follow that gut feeling. Have a fabulous rest of your day. I look forward to talking to you. Don't forget, we'll be announcing the full name of the winner and some pictures and some videos later in the week. And our Friday night live, will be on at 7 o'clock this Friday. It's the second part. Please go back and look at the first part. It's talking about how to communicate in relationships, and when there's always differences. So that's already up on YouTube. And then there will be 5 more segments. This week is about honesty. So I hope you tune in, and I hope you subscribe to my channel and to the Facebook page and Instagram. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.